Family Onadu. Thank you very much and welcome, sir. Family Onadu, before we start, I want to play for now one small salon music for taking us back to memory lane. This music is done by Shady Baby, We No Go Tire. And before I do that, first I will make a disclaimer. This music, we don't own the copyright to this music. We're playing it purposefully for entertainment and educational value. I want to thank you for listening to Shady Baby, We No Go Tire. Thank you very much, Shady Baby. And family, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever on a day. And welcome to the Then and Now Media Empire. This program na Inside Salon today, na the Then and Now Media Empire. And today, na Saturday, the 27th of June, 2020. Me now na host and presenter, Mohamed Kamara, commonly known as Supermed. Today, Inside Salon today, we'll get a very, very special guest, when no other person other than the Honorable Shiraji Muniru Rollins Kamara, a former APC member of parliament, and now the leader and chairman of the NRM movement. Family, before I go any further, I go ask me guests, make your introduction to una all. Mr. Honorable, please, I want to make a short introduction to all the guests them when they watch you live now on the platform. Hello, Honorable, you get me?
Yes, hello. Did you hear me now?
Okay,
I've been muting my mic. I don't come on. Okay. Mina Honorable Rabbi Siraji Rollins Kamara. Of course, Siraji Munir is my name. Rollins Kamara, my surname. Rabbi, na my title, my religious title, and Honorable, I'm parliamentary title. I served for 13 months when they pulled me in parliament. Presently, like less than a week ago, I was unanimously selected and asked to be the interim chairman of the National Reformation NRM, National Reformation Movement of the APC. We bent for bring reformation at the party, but I have like over 35 years of party activism in the APC.
Okay, thank you very much, Honorable Rollins Kamara. Thank you very much. We're very, very glad to forget you here this evening. And believe that most of we guests them, they look forward to this particular interview. And you don't begin the church part, some of the topics them we can talk about. Because some of the things we can talk about today, we for look inside in a salon day, this pedophilia business, then picking this rape business where they happen in our country, where plenty of people they talk about them, very, very sad about them. I know you said we'll get a comment for add one or two for that particular topic there. Then we can look into the NRM movement itself, because some people they say it's NRM fragmenting, some people they say there is if NRM they get 1 and 2 waiting to happen inside NRM, and you as the chairman and leader you go able to come clarify plenty things them for we. Then also we go look at other things them, including the housing tax, where the mayor of Freetown they try for say that some people they say increase them, some people they say they just realign them for make sure say everybody play your fair share. Then also we go look at the nominees them for appeal court judge, where mainly the APC MPs them get 1 or 2 questions when I then to appeal court judge and say when they're not happy about. So I believe say maybe you go able to go more talent in a small one. But before we waste any time because of you're very busy now, you get to that plenty the way you get handled. We want to go straight to the program. First of all, we don't see what's in the scene of our country, so including this crepe business here. There's small picking. We all know the case about Khadija, where pass, where waiting happened to him, waiting post-mortem report say. Then there's the back Umar Fofana report back other small picking where they alleged saying now one retired police rape and back. You know, this thing, you don't confuse plenty Sierra Leoneans. Not a woman no more, now man them more, picking them more, big one them more, because the woman there, now we sister them, now we wife them, now we mama them, now we auntie them. You know, now very important people in our society today. In fact, a majority of the Sierra Leone society. So if we really stay out the gun, we demand the ultimate, all man really sad and worried. So what did you take as somebody where basically you don't represent plenty people in a salon, they represent people them today. What did you take and what do you feel say they go on and how for deal with this situation?
Thank you very much, Ahmed. And before we even go parliamentary, I served 13 months where the SFP pulled me through a conspiracy in the judiciary. I was a civil society, and I'm very much aware of the NTR, and I led a coalition of 64 civil society, where they call Democracy Salon, under the jurisdiction of NDI, National Democratic Institute. And one of the issues that we've been dealing with in the 2005, 2006, 2007, that's mobility. So we came up with issues, say, within the within the escalate gender-based violence and rape, now because there's a lot of compromise. The police set up the family support unit. People are quickly not going to cause, hey, no go disgrace your uncle, not go make this, not go do that, you know. So little by little, they out backdoor the you find out say a lot of people say, well, if I go this self, now like you some people say, if I beat yourself, then you go back for me, they left me. Now that's not make that thing escalate. And criminalizing this billiard so. But they not be allowed to follow the debate on them. They go give President Build the certificate. And in no time, the crimes them in that was now for me to make a law for say any authority, anybody in a councillor, anyone a member of parliament, anyone a community leader, yeah, he said they rape somebody, go there for go back for him, then for jail 2 years. When you know say you they go back in the jail, you shall never enter by the when they tell me say I rape for this, I don't go there. When I did a parliament, I don't know, but they don't allow them to get a certificate. And I can tell you, without being rich, them pass us at that law and they give us a bill certificate. We find out say a lot of rape cases happen back now. The certain province of Sierra Leone, and this is really bad because one jackass go rape Pikin. I didn't have a civil society. One officer can when they call solution center. Now people will give that name because you bring your problem. One mommy, one Afghan guy go take him picking waiting for and the process of the virus. He put to Kenya. He keep on there for 2 weeks, you know. And also be come my name, even as I don't remember my name. Now I talk, I say this is not good. Now I say come to office. You come to office. No, that's a real kind of office. We talk, now I say we'll defend answer for you. Now that one they can't get the name solution center. Now we begin at least that Afghan guide for waiting. Go take God make from family kingdom to Kenema. When we finally catch and we bring come, you know, if the police will be intervene when the agents go to Kenema for all the guy and for go end that guy in a Aberdeen bridge, let's swing the whole nets. Now when we get disciplinary measures against the useless what and so now that's for reduce. But I can tell you the underlying factor here is that a lot of compromise happen na the homes, na the police station. Even the man who just say, hey, this one I don't put down, we don't put they take hammer them, they knock in tone or in balls. You know, I believe I get this very business. I believe in the Bible. I believe God. I can't tell me that say human rights are not for killer. Why you not observe human rights for brother? Equally, so if that man not observe human rights for can rape young Pekin, we are not being say no the fair pleasure. Most of the national leaders they have to say that they go to life. At the end of the day, they die. You know, those are the things.
Okay, thank you very much, Honorable Rabbi Sirajin Rollins Kamara.
But the government will allow strong laws. What about they be influenced by money for terrorism?
Hello, Honorable, you get me? Hello, Honorable. Will they get a little bit of a problem with your line? I think say the bandwidth low.
Yes, I did.
Hello, Honorable.
Yes, sir.
Yes, I said the bandwidth low. They get a little bit problem with the line. So I want to tell the viewers, them and go just patient. We small as the program they go along. I believe say the network will be much better. Will they get a little bit problem?
In fact, for this program, I decided to take quotes on quote. Yes, sir.
Yes, thank you, Honorable. I think say that the network look bad now. You sound as small. I just want to let the viewers and patients I believe say as the program they go along, they go improve, it will get better. And you don't charge for boku name in relation to this pedophilia because then people that I will call them pedophile. Now people are the worst of worst in society. And people that can saw the leadership and you got more and tell go put say believe say go able bring up awareness to the authority. Say no more people they could go quickly, say for go big, you know, honorable, you know, that should now for being a no starter. Now, team where I believe say the laws the more the country, we get strong laws then. We got from Fedman implement say make any people understand say this is no starter, nobody, whoever you be, because this other rape they say that a retired police officer. Now the alleged culprit. So all NTS where they raise so them very, very important for camp put together the jigsaw and make sure so we fit this year. So really, really welcome people like Kuna and the knowledge and experience and expertise when I get by this issue. With the urge and plead with you do you have got more panam, make we do something, make we all do something as a society, not get rid of this culture in the country. So, Honorable, thank you very much once more. You know, say outside today, not so you official residents, the bandwidth loaded, the internet, they above with small, and we got plenty important topic today for talk about. But while we zoom straight in to some of the topic where plenty people then get tuned in when they want to because it looked like say there is some sort of executive reshuffle or cabinet reshuffle, however you want to call them, within the NRM. And now we don't see say now you are the new chairman and leader. Some people they say maybe now fragment, we don't get problem, whatever happened. But now you are the new leader and chairman for the NRM. Do you while you more explain to we what happened? The NRM, what and goals, the aims, and how they don't form, how they don't found themselves today where you become the chairman and leader. Hello, Honorable, you hear me? Honorable, you hear me? Oh, the line is bad. Well, I'll do something.
The NRM is need. Yeah, they are you, sir. Are you hearing me?
Yeah, they hear you now. Yes, thank you. I hear you now.
I hear you.
Yes, carry on, sir. Carry on, Honorable, if you hear me. Oh, sorry, ladies and gentlemen, don't have patience with get some technical difficulties.
NRM exists for bring reforms now the country.
Yes, carry on, Honorable, carry on.
I'll go ahead.
Yes, go ahead, go ahead.
And we have one NRM, which forms our party, because we have been team, and by extension, one man not just grab and say, if you cross me path, will not be comfortable with that. Say they are most patient. Let the people who own the party decide, say, these are the person we want. But why do they go and win at constituency? They said by the people. So also, now that's how we're waiting. But we took the matter to court. But I've said it's time because of the involvement in NRM. Me from our court, because now the same court put me in a panic. I will say it anytime that I don't believe in the judiciary system, you know. So like I always say that. So that said, I was not part of the team that went to court, but I was part of the team that signed for petition with party, now PPRC. Then called me several times. They did not turn up before the other gentlemen and decide for going to court. Okay. The court we agree say now for stop the convention because the convention was going to confirm or whatever, say they want, if we say we don't want selection, then we want consultation. For us, we will not settle for anything other than for election. Let we begin vote from ward level, constituency level, district level, regional level, and national level. That is what we believe in, and that's our position. But people feel say, we don't hold the party to ransom. We don't hold the NEF na the handle. They own at the sharp side, so we can do at any time and wound them. So people then come up say, when people then begin to talk to the party, afraid. They say, no, we meet them people, no, we wait a court. For me personally, before even I became the interim leader, I've attended over 7 meetings where they say, no, we negotiate. And what is wrong in negotiation? What is wrong in that? For say, no friend answer. Even the Lome Peace Accord, it has several meetings before they come to one. And there's no official negotiation yet. We just say, no, she don't talk. I don't talk to people about the Gibson, who is the chairman of Western APC. I don't talk to former Minister of Finance, Modukabo. I don't talk to the Peace Company, McKinney. I don't talk to Kemosi, say, Honorable Kemosi. I don't talk to lots of people. So I begin to say, hey, these people are not our enemies, our people. If they're ready for talk, say, where to ask for the one for them, one will not go succumb, one will not go come to an agreement and decide, say, this is what we want. We go tell the judge, say, this is what we want, and we'll have the matter. What should they take on? Some people don't believe, say, the court will pass ruling against the party. So, therefore, there will be an interim body, an executive body, which is the case. So then go feel say the court will ask me, or they not influence the court, say, because I accept the court, then we influence them for men and say, NRM form an executive. But I tell you, that's not going to work. Because we know say this stage they do so. It happened in 2004 to 2005, where ML Bango and others said, come on and take APC going to court. When the issue came out, they asked the chairman, who was Chukuma Johnson of blessed memory, for step aside. Then the ambassador stepped in as deputy chairman for act as chairman. They asked Honorable Ambassador Usman Ansane for stepping as Secretary General. On Akakroma, Alaji Akakroma came in, who was deputy Secretary General, for being as Secretary General, and they led us to convention. So, but they're not nothing at this. But what they happen, they say we forgo for shared government. You know, a government of we go for share. I don't even like the one. I follow share position. That NRM, if the status could take the chairmanship, we will take deputy chairmanship. We will get Secretary General. In fact, one of the meetings, I forget to say somebody or a person. We don't do a good job. Now, Dr. Ibrahim Bangura, when election at Fabi College, he said, don't call me several times to do it. But in the group of the night, somebody say, if they want to negotiation, what's it happening for the shared position? And I said, did you ever talk about shared position? If NRM is agitating, say, all positions should be elected. What you they can go pass back no for say we will go to a government of national unity or for shared opposition. We say we are asked to that. But I was personally deleted from the main group when I the steering group because I attacked the person I believe say now the machinist all of this. The former secretary when I became he deleted me at the group. I missed all other calls in other one. So people, in fact, I was busy then I host and then just tell me say we are meeting. And I hope you will respect what's the outcome. I was surprised that I was asked to be the chairman of NRM APC, and to which I fully don't subscribe to, and I will serve because now we have a common enemy with the SLPP. SLPP they score own goals every day, and so we think say, well, what should they do right? But the SLPP they make we look unpopular because then they foul the game every day, then they unblock the country every day. So say, okay, let's listen. If people say they want for what should the concern long is, people like Momodu Kabo, they then talk say, who they factor them? Momodu Kabo gave us a draft of the work he has done, but they gave us the work he has done. We should be comfortable. But all of this now lose negotiation. We not even start negotiation. We are just listening. We say now when we are ready, we form our own team. We form our own team because Sheridan and others they read this. Now I go enlarge the former executive so that it will take people and we will speak their own language. I will tell you categorically here that a senior APC person told me that he says Siraji na sabi you're a fighter, but you're a straightforward person. But some of the members then they sell to SLPP. And we prove them in subsequent meeting. So you know, we not hate APC. We're not APC, but now the thing will be happening now, we're not glad for. Now, if they're glad to say they want to factor those things in the constitution, let it be a memorial. What should be the real things? So now they decide, say, okay, now we want a team where we go lead the process. And I was asked to do that. And I'm honorably happy to do that for SAB, because for me, I believe a service, now the rent I pay for live on earth. So if a faction want for spoil the party, I love it. I like Sierra Leone more than APC. I like APC more than NRM. And I like NRM more than myself and another person. So on that note, we decide say no, we have to negotiate with the party. But as I speak to you now, there is no any official negotiation yet. But the only thing, the party is not comfortable with that. We are ready to talk terms so that when they bring the party united for faith will come on anyway I said PP for 2023.
Okay, thank you very much, Honorable. Honorable, thank you very much. I don't know if they get me. Thank you very much, Honorable Ekwase. This is a very, very important and serious issue because you don't highlight some very, very valid points will make plenty sense. Because at the end of the day, I believe say all man like APC, one man APC unite so that they will be prepared a better place for the next upcoming elections then. And Una don't take the step because Una want to see say let that happen. But now we don't see I don't put press release. And the other faction, I think where na Sheridan your own faction or people them, they say don't pull press release, they then disregard Una your press release. So people are not confused and don't know who for listen to now. Whether if na your own group where okay. Na you na the chairman and interim leader and chairman.
Make it short. Listen, it's very simple. Uda own an organization. If Sheridan and his team made them produce a registration certificate of NRM, whether from city council or from the corporate affairs, made them produce them. When I don't want to say certain things, we go tarnish them. I don't like to talk about people. I talk issues. I've never been this way. But when I begin to sustain people and say they want for 6 cents more than party and country, I can go wild. I took my family, my wife and 3 picking, I go to the US, I go study. I came back because I believe in Salon. Now, una within a diaspora, not this one for left for day. But I same bad governance. Una go for seeking a pasture. Then for come back and can't tell una say una to sing. You know, those are the laws that the thing that will not let where they go bad. And at that woman and not begin doing an NRM, thinking say, and then they seek their own self and against over the party. Over my dead body, I inherited APC from Papa. I was less than 18 years, I began being pulling agent. My dad was locked 4 times for the APC. For we, not tradition, it has been passed on to us. So, but what happened as for the lead up to 2007, nobody was happy. But traditionally and conventionally, as we say, when a team lost a competition, the coach they resign, the team they resign, in backroom staff they resign. So the team say President Nkrumah and the team for don't resign and usher in a new executive. We need fresh legs, fresh mind, where they can win game for week. But when that's not happening, I need to form the NRM for tell them say we not let me they gone. Now we want a constitution, a modern day constitution, a 21st century constitution, where meet international best practice. Now these people not say the court action, they get the progress of the party. So whether willingly or unwillingly, they not decide say let's reform. You know, if they're not just let's reform, now we get to in case okay when I court for about reforms, we represent them to them, then factor into the constitution, we take them to the court, say now this one, the court don't get no option but to agree. So for make Sheridan and the counter written court, I don't like to talk about people. I talk on issues. Made them prove the certificate of registration of NRM. That they could no longer get authority for speak. But in all of this, it's still an APC thing. We don't want to be divided. We want to let the party talk to them, they no longer get substance. We say we want a constitution of international best practice. They say they want co-option, now the interim body, now the executive. Able, I go say he wants reforms for me to elect people them, then say me then go co-optive. We don't believe in that. So like if you see, I would have been, I'm a fighter. I like to fight. I'm a social media fighter. I know how to do that. But I know they waste my strength to my own brother. So if they believe say they are on the right decision, then they continue for prove their evidence. You can only ask them, I know say go host them shortly. May them produce a certificate of registration, both na Freetown City Council, at the headquarters of NRM, na Freetown, and the corporate affairs, where an act of parliament na give them the mandate for register any business or organization body in this country. So I'll tell you that then get for right certain things them for choosing them still relevant. But I can tell you, I'll say this categorically clear that these guys have an ulterior motive, you know, so they will not want to give the free hand to the party for this. And some of us, I will be 55 in September. I must say for me, if I cannot do that, President Nkrumah don't be president at my age already. So if I cannot be president, but they allow enjoy life before I die, you know. I cannot be in politics all these years. APC in Napa for 11 years, I not get nothing. But I was very difficult not to say we begin reforms. When and tell for put some when I was the one who shouted at Bintimani Hall say, this is wrong, it is not good. I left the hall. I opposed the more time and the third time of President Nkrumah, say them investing in a party office for anti-party activities. I believe in what I said. I said, if now you lost safe, I said they want for go more time, we will agree like times like this. If Mother Biose want for us add a month or two, we will agree. Mother agree. So why we want for agree then 10 and 8? Because we had a portion that we own. I said so no. So you see, today I stand vindicated, you know. So that is me. So I will continue to say reform to kind of party, reforms and kind of country, the till they make when they suffer. When they send money for brother and sister there. Now the second highest employer for people in this country. You know, the way one for come for position and say no, you get to see. Because who they are, would they display a degree of ineptitude and negligence? We now for it we get competition and say that man had to see because they get a field day. But those are the things we want for correct. The same one came at parliament for say we're going to parliament, you know, for talk anything against your party or anything you party there for support them. I never did those 13 months. The thing were not good for me like the bank governor. I told them that President Nkrumah had 4 bank governors in 10 years. I said, so why for opposition say that man not done in time? President Nkrumah never allowed them for me to done in time. You know. So when we speak the truth, we establish them. Now we will attack issues. But those guys cannot say the truth because their hand and dirty. I can say I can lift my hands up you know, as leader of the APC, NRM APC, for tell you say we're on the right trajectory, and would they bring NRM to the APC, and 2023 would they beat SFP.
Yeah, Honorable, I kind of lost you a little bit. Yeah, Honorable, I think you muted your mic earlier on. You back?
No, now somebody they call, now local call, they intercept.
Okay, that's why, yes. Okay, Honorable, thank you very much. And first of all, I want to say thanks to very much to we people who watch this program live, and people who get for subsequently watch them later. We get plenty of people in the chat room who welcome them views and then comments them. And also, one time again, once more again, for take time off your busy schedule for can join me today for clarify very, very important topic the way they cover. So, you know, in relation to what's in the app in NRM. Because many people always sabi you, they know say you're not a patriot, you're not somebody who like your country, you're not somebody who stand for the truth. Whatever the circumstances, you always a fight for the truth. Whatever we take on you face, you fight for the truth. Because if the NRM don't say they want to do reform, now for make Sheridan, we say he want to do reform, he want to bring threatness na the party, he want to make sure say all things go correct according to the book. Now he want can begin do things them where when people go describe as cut and put. How you see that? Because it don't make any sense when you say no more so. Because the idea them and the step they want to take, I feel say, and many people go talk say, they're really surprised and shocked by the way the Sheridan in your own faction, the path and the position where they take. So while people want to let you elaborate back more, many understand the reason them really waiting up behind this on your own step, on your own take. And I'm not going to forge this ahead with the party for make sure say unity come at the party and preparedness come and make sure say the party at the correct footing for contest the next election, and everybody on a member and supporter of the party get fair treatment at the party.
Thank you very much. We have been in this wrangling of negotiation. As I said earlier, they don't call me several aside. We even went to McKinney, a group called Peace Corps. I forget to mention them. They have been behind us times without number. We even went to McKinney. So now we don't get a good discussion. When we can report, there is this engineer, Cherno Kogoma. Me as sketch shooter. I don't like to talk about persons, but this one, it get for do with persons, so I have to name that. And I will wish that it will call Sheridan, Bikal, or Cherno, anyone from them, that will host win at this podium. Lord, we talk the truth. Okay, so this engineer Kuruma say he wants to be a flag bearer because he was one in 2017. Now he wants to be one under the NRM. Now I tell him, me, I was for Petito. Petito declared in interest, I will support him. But I tell Petito, say, for now, my interest na reform, so I don't have a candidate. So if I don't know from the post who I believe, they can't tell me about a candidate of business, I frowned at him. Okay. So from that telling, he not talk to me. But this is the very guy who had promised other people a job, say he will become the deputy chairman and leader of the interim body of the APC when the court give decision. Sheridan will be the secretary general. So now make the reason he talks about shared position where we're not ever aware about. Okay. So now I say, well, if this is the case, I don't think so with the right. So we waited and call her. But I can tell you, Engineer Cherno Kuma, I challenged him. I said, you know, virus. I told him at the group, I said, you know, virus. Now the party. I said, I didn't bug things. Maybe if you ask people who are Engineer Cherno Kuma, not many people know him. But you want to get a head on a platter. You want for friend shortcut. So I think say this decision at courts go make then suspend everybody with the serve at the present executive. And so once that happens, that the court will ask us to form an interim executive. He already availed himself for being deputy chairman and leader. Sheridan will become the secretary general. Now I say, did we come for this? From that time when he tell me that, this is something he told me categorically. He even asked that I'll become the financial director of NRM. I told him, me not thrifty with finances. That Kasanke money tomorrow, where they will keep, I see somebody say who is hungry, and they get no money for later. So I say I'm not good at finances. And I say, he said the best finance minister this country ever get. Not tomorrow accounting background when I think Bangura. He was a lawyer who did very well. Now say I'm not just too comfortable, but that was him. Like he was dishing out position. Maybe that's the impression he may have given to people out there. Say, now they control NRM. And for me, nobody controls me in this kind which they call. So that's why we came out and told the world, tell the world, say, this is the real picture. And I went to somebody, I told you, when they put in a parliament, it took 1 year. That 1 year, they will go tell us to honor Sheriff Kewu, one of who they put in a parliament. They will go visit people there, maybe Paulo Bango and Wef, Liz Mans for his sister Linda, and Sylvia Blyden for where they detain them. We'll get conversation with somebody. Now somebody say, Siraj, I know say for tribe, but some of whom I don't sell to SLP. He say you are selling to SLP. You know, it took me as a shock, but let's I'll prove up. Because even I will not say this, but even the choosing of Geval was not the decision of the NRM. When Engineer Kuruma thinks that Korean Geval will get a vested interest, he will use him for do anything for him. He came to my friend and told me why he chose Geval. You know. That said, I must tell you, say, I regret say people that for know the fact because I don't view. But I would not have gone to that point because I don't believe in tarnishing a comrade in our public. But this is the true picture because we have to call things by their names. Say this is what was holding up. For the past 3 months, we did on preliminary negotiation, go talk to this, go talk to that. When una come una report, the comments at the group, he didn't have the vaccine for telling about and say, we're in a mad rush for negotiate. What is the mad rush? Why is the mad rush? For 3 months and mad rush, a party will get for election. You say whatever you say, you will ever benefit from SLPP. The only time we'll get for benefit when APC come back in power. If the less of an Escoma, Minkalu Mansai and Sunday, done. Now we get for the mantle of leadership. So I should be patient enough for not be party, for let grow well. If somebody try for Lokti that way, I have to stand against it. I don't like to take positions. I don't like to fight. But if you see me say, I willingly accepted the position of chairman and leader of the NRM APC movement as alone because of this. Because we want to put our house back in track. And in fact, I assured President Kumar, I will bring NRM back to APC. And this is what we are doing. But we not that say they come on from the reform. The reforms now we own platform. You know, let the people elect who that they want. Many people elect them councillor. May they elect them consensus executive. May they elect the MP 2 primaries. May they elect the district executive, the regional executive, and national executive. From there, that's a very simple thing. That's international best practice of 21st century. It's not too hard for the party. They will accept that. Because when you try one methodology, it failed, you have to try another. The 1995 constitution came to play because of the system we've been getting in politics. The PR system, proportional representation, and the district representation. So you get for look at side where the party leadership will select people and say, no, one thing for everything. Some people have to be called to say, man, can't take seats, can't take a position at the party. Because when NPS is pulling a power, and the two was moving around with the fell around for sell the party, they go even cost some na FBC, who were there. Nobody wanted to come to APC. So that's come bring the 95 constitution for say, let the party select, which is good. But now we don't come on that side, we establish yourself, we don't be 11 years in power. So now, let people, you don't know diaspora, you think they work for your people, we can let people say, let them get this man. That more than I say, if you say they afraid because you come on a diaspora, why you there in a home base, you don't work with and believer? We know how for make who get anything with it. If America they accept dual citizenship, West alone, now make we still get bad members of parliament because then they take them from nowhere because now boots lick at them. We want people then when no they insult, what they insult and say, I can't represent my people. When no they begin their group say, you can for go make bad laws for men and bribe them and make ends meet. Those are the things we are talking about. As I spoke to you earlier, after the reformation of the party, we go to reforms of the country. So if I ask me, I regret to have said this, but that's the background to why we say, no, we cannot allow this thing for continue for drag me. No, time is of the essence. You know, by end of this year, for identify with flag bearer, they will begin promote them, then for sell them to the people and win election 2023. They don't fatten the cow on the market day. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you very much, Honorable Siraji. I mean, like what I said, no more, you give a fantastic response. Them way they clear the air because what we see on social media, some people they claim say of ownership of NRM. Now you don't can talk say, according to the legal documents of NRM, now the legitimate body them where they serve the NRM at the moment and are supposed for they according to the legal documentation the owner gets. So I want to clarify that because the other factions, the second faction say, we not get the legitimate authority for saying that they speak on behalf or they speak on behalf of NRM or the leadership on our organization they represent the NRM.
That's not the fun of the century. Then call me to a meeting. The APC person all in lifetime don't invest in APC for develop APC and set up to us, you know. He called me to a meeting. If he say now 2 people in the camp, when they're about to 17, we in the NRM APC will not believe in secrecy. Everybody should have a written call. The other faction then call and I them to go. And I must tell you, say the man give me transport. I tell the man, as they give me the money so as leader, I take the money, I pass them. So the man really in charge of finance, I send him the handle finance. But if you ask and I say, then give them a transport, ask if any of the members know say then give them transport. Because all the heartbeats now are for go talk some side and give them money and then sit down. You know, I wish them would watch me at the program and make them talk saying a lie. Lord, we challenge yourself. But I can tell you back say, host the Naya, this is not to say go car. Sometimes if you ask them, say, you say don't ask Honorable Siraji, you say let me host soon to Naya. Lord Manka with his certificate of registration. Would I get registration for NRM? Not only I get a number back, would I go register NRM? Not only city council away by act of parliament. Now he also say if you register with the corporate affairs, you can also register with the local council. We register with corporate affairs, we register with city council, make them bring out a certificate. If they cannot prove that, they have no legitimacy for calling themselves NRM. So now let me put a sharp dichotomy. NRM, me as Siraji, I have nothing to do with the courts. The good thing about that, we have a chief litigant. And there's something that's happened in the courts that day when Mikalu became a chief litigant. We are not going to say Naya because it will go against we as a party. I'll keep it for another time. But they made him chief litigant when he was on TV. But what's happening, I will not say here. Then the other person on Reverend Suleiman Bumne Kamara. He is another litigant and Abdul Karim Kafoe. These are the 3 people. And when as far as this matter is concerned, then people are important. Because now the matter in our courts. If NRM Allah with double reforms, we don't even form 1% of the delegates of the conference. If Sirajin Tinap say you want to be a flag bearer under NRM, I not go win votes because I not get 1% of the delegates. You know. So now this all we think say, not that we do them out of weakness, but because they know they call me time and again, over and over again, say we want peace. When they say NRM don't go this direction, and I can tell you, say, when it happened, when they talk, say, Sirajin is the interim chairman and leader, I tell you, there was a sigh of relief everywhere. Me, because I received an able concept, you know. But this is what the party wants. We cannot, a divided house not good enough. But the divided house, Waiting need to be better because we have some reforms. Now the party say the reforms, we adhere to them. Hey, what do we need there? Now, once a win-win situation, we want to say we come up this issue, so we can't go to court. The party adhere, we all agree. Now they don't factor into the constitution. It's a win-win situation. We can all stand up, hold our hands, and sing the victory song. There is always victory for APC. But if we allow an SFB court determine the decision, even if we get for winners and NRM, we'll not be happy. People will frown at us. Even the status for win, they will not be happy because now a court decision. But we say we can do out of court settlement and the court solemnize and ratify. What is wrong in that? People say no, they want for beginning a pastor, they call them, they ask for money, they ask for position. We don't want position. Let the position be elected. Let them go fight for your position. After me time na NRM, we don't wait and call assist for exist. Then now we get for change NRM APC to NRM national. Because we get for now fight for 77.1K, that you see waiting and call for making them pull on our constitution. Even the 95 Public Order Act, all that should also be eliminated from our constitution. Yeah. Thank you very much, sir.
Okay, then thank you very much, Honorable. I mean, like we are the same no more. The people them they really amazed what they get from you. And now one thing where people them they say, what they say you don't become the interim leader. Plenty people are glad you were in APC because they say this particular person, now person will get a reputation for solve situation them. Now person will get a reputation for work for the interests of the party and the country. So we glad and we don't see the step away they take. So now as an interim leader and people like Minkalu there with you, we believe that people them way get the love of the party, the love of the people at heart. They want to see the team go good for the country and the party and the people. So we welcome them and we're very, very grateful. We commend them for that. Like when they talk no more, you mentioned the issue. I don't know if they get me. I don't know if they get me. I think we don't lost Honorable for a short while, but we will continue whilst we try back for get Honorable back on. But because it don't cover plenty issue them. It don't tell we say that the legal body where they run the NRM now, and then they look for make sure say they work for the interest of the party and the people and the country for bringing the party together and unite. They don't call them for discuss about the issues and differences. Them they are happy with the party because they call for reforms. And the party don't adopt the reforms where they call for. So they're glad for that. And they were very disappointed when other comrades and the party look like say them they fight for this fight here for their own personal and self-interest. Then no one fight for personal and self-interest. Always they want not democratic reforms where they benefit everybody in the party and subsequently benefit the country. So we're very, very glad that today the Honorable Rabbi Siraji Rollins Kamara don't come and don't explain to we kick it in them. As we try again, we'll still try for see if we're able to and come back. I think so they get technical issue now you saying that. So we're really sorry about that. And I excuse you until I know the internet connection back in Sierra Leone, some telling they pouring they plenty. But the Honorable, despite his busy schedule and he get some emergency issues and today, it don't spare in time for can explain to we what really happened. Where they don't go out, don't I forget several meetings and talk to plenty people for bring the party together. And then they get plenty respond them and feedback. But they get a set of people, the likes of Chengno, the likes of Sheridan, where it seems for the hell bent for look for their own personal gains. Because all the time they can't tell and say no, they for make them deputy chairman, secretary, this on, so on and so forth. Which many of you know they are now. So we are so disappointed. Because who face then gentlemen say them they come fight for reform, democratic reform where they benefit all man, not for their own personal interest no more. So it's very, very unfortunate and disappointing that they get this information here. So, but again, one the quite say no more. Would they tell the Honorable Rabbi Siraji Rollins Kamara, thank you plenty. As we try for continue for join them back because the line they give a problem, we get plenty technical issue. The line then a salon day. But really, what you don't explain to we today, now an eye opener. Now an eye opener to we all because We don't see now waiting with paper play. Even the selection of the judge, the lawyer for NRM says something play. When they be the loyal NRM members, they not be happy. You know, and they don't see plenty things where they go on, where they see say some of the things issue, they not sell out. They not be happy. So really, I think say they can't get honorable back. Yes, we don't get honorable back, and they can't join me back. And now we continue this discussion because this discussion is very, very important. And we don't zoom into them, and I believe say, yes, welcome back, honorable. Welcome back, honorable. They get me?
Now, come on, I know it, but they get you now.
Yes, thank you. Welcome back. Yes, the line will get problem if you go out, but you don't come back on. Like as they say, I say many people now the chat room very, very appreciates the efforts and the leadership where you don't bring come where they show at the NRM. Because plenty of people they say they're happy for reforms. They want reforms. And like when you don't say every party don't give for reforms, then there is no issue here. So we all just come together and try for make sure to work together and push things forward, prepare ourselves. So they are very disappointed with what they see, the likes of Cherno Koma, the likes of how you call themselves, Bika, the likes of Sheridan, what they do right now for bringing confusion. And I believe say, will they continue? What will they do for continue for talk to them? Many understand, say, listen, people they look forward to what they do and appreciate what they do. So why don't they succeed what they do now? Why they want to upset them again? Why they want to bring canteen and what people know they expect from them? I hope so we go continue. What do they do for continue for talk to them for them to understand this?
We've been into this for couple of months. Me as a rabbi also thank God. Na civil society, human rights activism they do. But every afternoon at 3 o'clock, we pray for pray for party, business day. But if you see we reach at this point, they say water don't pass guy. You know, you cannot take one step forward, somebody drag you 2 steps backward. We're not averse to talk the truth, and we get for be very, very firm and make sure say it is implemented. We cannot continue to keep a hogwash and compromise. Say we're all together. We are together, but it's a matter of integrity. I can tell you, have you interviewed other people then, other than me? Maybe I look a bit diplomatic, wanting to call a spade a shovel. You know, if you interviewed other people, you forget the bare truth may not be comfortable for a party. But in the process of even clearing the air, I have the party in mind say, let the enemy come on enemy in a power, no we weakness. And that is what I mean when they go and talk, they write bad thing about others and social media. I don't. The party now want to negotiate with 2 different factions. Fine. At the end of the day, we agree, say we want a constitution. We know they marginalize, we know they eliminate anybody. If you want to negotiate, say they want power sharing, make them cooperate to the executive, let it be so. We don't want any position there. We just think, say, we get for work for the good of the party and take us to the National Convention, Delegate Convention, Congress, where people can go elect for the first time. We know we get thousands of delegates sit on a hall and be like, people will have a say. This is what we hold on to. But in the interest of the party, of which don't make we be politically minded, we want to keep we cool. But if they think say we took the right step, we are open to discussion. But man, what it matter now how we go work with the party hand in glove, that reforms will be factored in the constitution and the matter got and raise up flag bearer we would campaign with, as you say, we won the parliamentary majority. They're not just saying they do another election, but then replace themselves and will get the simple majority. But how you say violence and the constituency for affect me and lost me seats, The same violence don't affect the president's election, it don't affect the mayor election, it don't affect the council election. When a multi-tier election we do. So that tells you say the motive. So you cannot compromise with such people. You know, you cannot deal with them. You don't have to trust them. Simple. You don't have to trust them. So, but we have a platform. I will tell everybody any day, anytime that APC has the numbers. We have the numbers. And so if we have the numbers, let's put our house in order. But a house divided by itself cannot stand. But if NRM, we they lead now, they say, let the party talk with you, and the party they ready for talk with you, they not begin talk with you. The one way matter. We've even met, let me tell you that we don't even meet the National Secretary General Payansane. Some of my way aware say, I be even blast Payansane on social media. We talk. Then Naomi Michael will beg for me. Now I did beg for we did. I said, no, not beg for myself, you don't beg Payansane, we don't make pistol on there. Now I say I do again. Now I not do again. I say from where I'm bugging one side, now I'm bugging. We laughed over it. It's the APC I know. You know, and we'll not forget rancor for years. We'll not forget acrimony for years. We'll charge you something, we'll tell you say the truth. The next day, we move on waiting right for the party. You know, so if you ask, I tell Prince, say, Prince, my sister really gets attack of stroke at the hospital, but hospital go is my I rush to me. So if you have to ask me, let me entertain the last question, sir. Please, Ahmed.
Okay, then thank you very much, Honorable Siraji. I mean, we want to thank you. We wish your sister a very speedy recovery. We hope say God go cover them there and God go give mercy. We really, really appreciate, say, despite that circumstances, say, you will spare time for come on board and answer a few questions and make some clarity. Like what you said, because of the time now, we're not able to cover the other thing because we got plenty thing for cover. One thing tomorrow, last talk about time for that you say go wrap up now in relation to the case where in a court. Because we know say the case where in a court, I mean stop the convention. And like what you say, Solomon, we really need for prepare and get to flag there as soon as possible so that we're there in a better position for organize ourselves and move forward, come for, because the election will begin 2022. And now 2020, it can't done so. So all these sorts of things here. So what are the steps and next steps and again with NRM, with the negotiation and this case na court? What are the next step for the case na court for put that court say, logo bring kind of the negotiation table, try for out issues and move forward. Like what would not begin work so we all man really applaud now because we don't take very credible steps in. And we also they will open gladly say the likes of Sheridan and Bikal and Chengno maybe go see sense and say, well, no, we can't join with comrade. They all the fight for God and country. And at this kind step that they take so, now we generally take the right step. Now not deviate, go take step not to the good step. Step on the sabotage the party, we will make things not go before. So what will be the next situation now in relation to this court case and how we will amend them, the party will amend them and all we will amend them and move forward really, now we'll go do other thing them, we will move the party ahead.
I'll take maximum 3 minutes on this, and at the leave set, let me ask another question. But it tempts me each time I want for left. It tempts me. You pass Prince from bad trick, and I go for caution. Well, thank you so much. But on a very serious note, I think say we give ourselves a timeline of maximum 3 weeks, and the first step, let the party set up a negotiation team. We shall come up with a negotiation team. Then we take waiting, we go to immediate work for say, now this, there are some things that like for say, the election process, not for being non-negotiable. But somebody after official say, we will reach a time where they get people where we don't try the election in our work, maybe we'll consult yourself. But if at all consultation get for come, it has to be infinitesimal. It get for be very little notice. The primary 99% should be election. Then when we don't factor the point that we want, the party and we agree, we take that paper there, we go meet the judge, say, this is what the ruling want for like come up with. There are another thing we also they ask for follow get moral guarantor, because this is politics. We can decide today, this tomorrow, and then we'll change. And if also then say, hey, They were than the Mide, NRM, na the Ambogui, so now we victimize them. One thing we will talk, say, then go tinap, say that no go happen. So all of this could be done within 3 weeks and tell the court, say this is what we have agreed together, and the court pass on to that. But as I say, the first step now for let the two parties then set up a negotiation team. We have done ours. We have a team already standby for test how serious we are. So just the wait for the party, and because some people like Dr. Ibrahim Bangura, former Mayor Bode Gibson, and former Finance Minister Momodu Kabo, and the Peace Corps Namakene, they have done a marvelous job. Maybe the party can just say, may they select themselves and form a team for work with me because we are confident with them. But we also the thing say, the likes of Momodu Kabo, Abdullah Conte, J.E. Levers, and Ambassador Ibrahim So in Akambia, these people for moral guarantors on for the process for say, they're not go break the agreement, So those are the things. But so the process will be short if at all the party self ready. But we already said, no matter what happen, let the party reform. If the party reform, the country will reform, and it will be better for we all. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you very much, Honorable Rabbi Siraji Rollins Kamara. We very much appreciate you at the Dell and Now Media platform. And we tell you thank you, like what ceremony, continue for pray for your sister for a very speedy recovery. And we also they pray that always they do so within the NRM movement and the party at large will be successful and things will come together. And we recommend you really. Your leadership has been very, very remarkable within this short time. We don't take interim leader and people like Minkalu and others where they work with you. I think so. They're going to do a wonderful job. And the party itself, I hope say they will come in and do a brilliant job for bring we all together. Make sure so we prepare ourselves. Look into all the issues then. The issue about to see, issue about this, issue about that. Try to make sure so we put a position. We're going to be in the best position. We're going to benefit we all and subsequently benefit the whole country. So again, we want to thank you plenty from we all now so that the Dell and Now Media platform. And to you, thank you very much. God bless you, my brother.
God bless you. Thank you. I look forward to another interview. God bless you some other time.
Okay, then thank you, sir. God bless. Honorable. Honorable, they can't let you now, but I just want to summarize no more for some of the people away joined with lately. What the Honorable don't can tell you now, so Honorable Rabbi Siraji Rollins Kamara, now in the interim leader of the NRM. These are the legitimate and legal body where they lead the NRM. Now then they talk on behalf of the NRM and even the people where go put the case in court now between this body the day that the litigants name. So now they get saying for that case in court. So what he say is that for the benefit, for the interest of the party and for the good of all, them we want reform. Some of you all want reform, and the party don't accept them reforms they yasu, which is very, very good because the more democratic, the better the party will be, the better the country will be, and all man of the country will benefit. Because we know say even other people where they are the SLP people, they support SLPP, people they support NGC, C4C, and many other people they know say APC party in a party where they do well, where we don't do well. They say one day inform self up in the APC party. So APC party don't say okay, so say one day inform there, would they make the reforms? So under the leadership of the Honorable Siraji and others like Minkailu Kuruma, don't say, well, would they follow this? Then people don't negotiate and make sure say we amend all things, put case in court, come and everything. The Honorable Siraji don't kind of explain to we all things. We really appreciate him, despite this very difficult time when his sister not well, he's spare time for come and talk to we. So this is a big thing, and we're glad for him. And he don't go much back by this pedophilia business that we country. Say we all for join on. The man demo, the woman demo, wherever you did, now we join on and fight this pedophilia issue also because not a good thing at all. They're picking out small picking them. Some of them are people and grand picking them. For let people go do what they do for them. So we're not good self for talk now media like them can respectful platform here. So it's not good at all. But we got other issues in back where we for talk part. But the Honorable then I'll speak to because his sister not well. So not and get for go the emergency back for make sure say they put things them in place. So not able to get the time for the talk all and there. But they promise soon I say all and say that we'll talk back subsequent sessions in. and at this particular platform program here, when inside salon today, this what you are the reason they get some courtesy of inside salon today, now the then and now media platform. So again, and they continue for telling thank you plenty. All the patience with we because we get plenty technical difficulties, mainly over to the Honorable Insiana and Salon Day. And soon as if know the internet connection, they can get small problem over at the rainy season. Again, ladies and gentlemen, I want to remind you to say this program is a regular feature every Saturday in this platform here. 8 o'clock, we will get inside salon today. And this program, they look at political, social, and economic issues them where they happen at salon. Currently, they come, get guests them, they get people them, expert them, where they can analyze them, talk about them as objectively as possible. So one of they share their program here so that many people as possible will benefit from the experience and the expertise, whether we get there, they can share with we. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Sierra Leoneans, the other topic will be supposed to cover today, now this program here inside Salon today, now about the appeal court judges nomination, what we see they send to parliament. We see the leader of the opposition at parliament, when the Honorable General Majuba, commonly known as Cherry Coco, oppose 2 of them honorable judges they are so when they send a nominee they are so they're not glad with them because of certain criteria when they not meet. The honorable they are then judges there not Justice Alaji Momodu Jas Stevens and Justice Combat Commander. So we want commend the opposition leader in the parliament when the Honorable Cherry Coco for make them take strong stand. Because people them when a judge okay for going to the appeal courts, now people them have very important status. The need for meeting criteria them were set for make you go able to attend that position there. Because plenty thing them rest on them people they aid. So we commend the parliamentarians when they take a very strong stand for highlightation for say no, this is not correct and not accept them. So again, we commend them for that. But the other issue is what we supposed for talk with the honorable as a former member of parliament, and we get plenty experience for talk about this issue. Yes, so again, ladies and gentlemen, I want to all thank you. As today with the fed for roundup now, we don't cover a few issues there. And the other issue back up we won't cover now the major issue. But again, like I say no more because of time now, and the honorable says we get to the issues them, we're not able to cover anything, and so we'll stop now for now. I want to all thank you plenty. Lord, now continue for share this. Lord, now join them on YouTube and share them back because all the issues they talk about are very important issues. Them when they benefit the country salon plenty one, benefit with people in the salon plenty one. And if I want to chat, I want to thank you for una continuous support for this program inside Salon today, and una continuous support for this platform here. So when at the then and now media empire, ladies and gentlemen. Fellow Sierra Leoneans, I'll stop here. I'll tell you all thank you and tata. And I look forward for this program again on the subsequent Saturdays when they come. At the same time, I want to thank you very much. God bless you all.